Yes guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, where it is time for the most eagerly anticipated video on the channel for this season. It is my 21-22 Premier League predictions. Yes, I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this Premier League season for a long time. A week on Friday it starts. Can't wait. Brentford Arsenal. I think everyone's looking forward to that game for sure as well. But before I begin, please hit the like button, please hit the share button, and please hit that subscribe button. And remember, with all prediction videos, this is only my opinion. I'm pretty sure you've got your own predictions, so what to do is leave your table in the comment section down below. So we will begin. So I'm going to do this from 20 to 1st as always, and we will see where I put your teams. So 20th place, and being bottom of the pile, I'm going Norwich City. Yeah, look, I think Buendia is going to be a big loss for Norwich. I think if you have to say that, Buendia was a very good player for Norwich, there's no denying that. The one thing I will say though, Grant Hanley signed a new contract. I think that's massive, absolutely massive. And also, we'll see what happens with Timu Pukki this season as well. Can he get the numbers that he did last time when he was in the Premier League? I think he got 11 or 12 goals for Norwich in that season. So he did a good job. Unfortunately, Norwich did go down. Milot Rashica has signed from Werder Bremen. He was one of Werder Bremen's star men, really, when they went down. But I look at this Norwich side, and Billy Gilmore's come in. I think Billy Gilmore's going to be fantastic. He's obviously got his Scottish compatriot Kenny McLean there as well, midfield. So, but I look at Norwich's side, and there's not really many changes, and I feel that they've not got the squad to compete in this league, unfortunately. Tough start as well with obviously Liverpool at Carrow Road as well, so that's going to be very tricky. But for me, I just think Norwich City are just going to not have enough to stay in this league, and I think that I don't think they'll be the whipping boys. I do think they might get some results. Obviously, big scalps over Manchester City the last time as well, so I think Norwich will go down, but I think they will give it a good go this season. But I just think they'll have a little bit too much to do. So I'm going Norwich City to finish bottom. 19th, I've gone for Watford. I have to say, when picking these relegation teams, I thought it was a very tricky one, because 8 or 9 teams you could actually say have got a chance of staying in this division. It's very competitive. It's one of the most competitive Premier League seasons. But I've gone for Watford. No choice of their own, really. I think Watford they've been good in this Championship. They've got a new manager, Cisco Munoz, who has done really well. But can Watford actually keep a manager for one season? Can they actually keep a manager for one season? I'm not sure. Good signings by Watford. Emmanuel Dennis, Danny Rose is back as well. So there's some very good signings for Watford. Josh King as well. He's signed for Watford as well. But Will Hughes has been banished to the under-23s. That's a bit of a worry. One of their best midfielders, you'd have to say as well. So, and defensively, goalkeepers. Look, Ben Foster's getting on a little bit. To be fair, it'll be good to see Ben Foster's YouTube channel, YouTube videos at all these games. Very interesting to see. Unfortunately, though, I just think Watford, I just don't think they've got the squad to stay up this time. I do think they'll give it a good go again, but I don't see Watford staying in the Premier League. So I'm going to say Watford 19th. 18th place. I think this might be a shock to people, but I'm going Brighton and Hove Albion. Yeah. Now, the reason I say this, I think Brighton have obviously just lost Ben White to Arsenal for £50 million. Like, well done, Brighton, for getting £50 million. I don't think Ben White is worth anywhere near £50 million. But the squad that they've got right now, I don't think they've strengthened enough. If Danny Welbeck gets injured, then I would worry. If Neil Maupay gets injured, then I would worry. Look, people can joke about the fact that Brighton topped all these expected goals, etc. But only 3 home wins last season as well. Yes, they managed to beat Manchester City. That was a very, very good home win. But it's making their home fortress a bit of a, it's making their home a bit of a fortress. And I'm not sure they can do that this season. Graham Potter is a very good manager. Unfortunately, I don't think Brighton have got the squad this season. I just don't. Maybe they might make a signing or two. £50 million. I mean, there's been talk that Edward might go to Brighton. There's been talk that Nat Phillips might go to Brighton. So who knows? Who knows? But for me, I just think Brighton will go down this season. Just got a feeling it might be their time to be relegated this season. So my 3 going down are Norwich City, Watford and Brighton. So, 17th place and just surviving. I'm going for the new boys, Brentford. I think they are going to be a lot of fun to watch. Thomas Frank in his first time in the Premier League. Brentford's first time in the Premier League since the 60s as well. So, you have to say that, look, Brentford have actually strengthened very, very well. Christopher Ayer is a very, very good signing at the back of that defence. He will improve that defence, no ends for sure. Ivan Toney is going to be very, very fun to watch. Obviously, Sergi Canos, obviously ex-Liverpool, of course. Buemo, that scored at Old Trafford in that friendly against Manchester United as well. I think Brentford are going to be fun to watch. It's all about them keeping Ivan Toney fit, and I think it's all about them keeping... If they can make their home a fortress, then who knows what will happen away from home. Yes, away from home they weren't great in the Championship, but if they can make their home a fortress, I think they'll be absolutely fine. So I'm going Brentford to just survive in 17th place. 16th place, moving up a place from last season, I'm going Burnley. Burnley are a good side, let's put it that way. Sean Dyche has done a magnificent job to keep Burnley in the Premier League so many years in a row. I feel this season they should have a better season. Nathan Collins from Stoke, I think that's a very, very good signing. And also Wayne Hennessy as a backup, because obviously Bailey Peacock-Farrell has gone out on loan. Excuse me. Bailey Peacock-Farrell has gone out on loan as well. So that's a good signing to get experienced head and Wayne Hennessy, because obviously no one's going to, replace Nick Pope in that Burnley goal. Yes, they've got Will Norris. We hope he'll probably move down to third choice goalkeeper as well. But Burnley got the squad. They're very, very hard to beat. There's no denying that. Turf Moor is a very, very hard place to go to, and I've just a feeling that Burnley will definitely stay in the Premier League again. So Burnley 16th this season. 15th place, I'm going for Southampton. Now, this is on an if. If they lose Danny Ings, then I would worry for them. I think keeping Danny Ings will be absolutely pivotal to whether Southampton stay in this league or not. Look, Southampton have got a good squad. They've signed Theo Walcott permanently from Everton. I think that's a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic signing. It's all about... getting goals. Look, I can't see Southampton losing 9-0 for a third consecutive season in a row. I honestly can't. I honestly can't see it. That was just completely mind-blowing how they lost 9-0 to Manchester United, and then, obviously 9-0 the previous season to Leicester City. But for me, Stuart Armstrong, Che Adams, Danny Ings, I think they've got a good squad. Moussa Djenepo, I think they've got a really, really good squad there, and I think Southampton will definitely stay in the Premier League. I'm going to predict them to be 15th this season and to be comfortable in mid-table. So 15th place, Southampton. 14th place, I've gone for Newcastle United, falling a couple of places this season. Yeah, well, Newcastle haven't made any signings. They've got this ongoing battle with the Premier League over their takeover. If that continues to go through this season, then it could potentially harm their chances on the pitch. You don't want that to distract them on the pitch. You want that to distract them off the pitch. But even then, they wouldn't want this distraction anyway. Callum Wilson has moved from number 13 to number 9, and Joe Linton's gone from number 9 to number 7. So that's a good move, because for me, Joe Linton doesn't score goals when he's number 9. So Joe Linton number 7, we might see a new striker there. However, he is injured at this moment in time. Martin Dubravka and Carol Darlow are also injured, so it could be a chance for Freddie Woodman, who was on loan at Swansea City last season as well. And it gives them a chance of Mark Gillespie potentially to start the season as well. But the thing with Newcastle is they have to make signings. They have to make signings very, very quickly. I'm going to be bold here. I don't see Steve Bruce lasting the season as Newcastle United manager. I just don't. I think he will be gone. I think the fans have had enough. But there is always that little period, whether it's at the end of the season or middle of the season, where Newcastle just click into gear and they just find a result from nowhere. Everton away, for example, last season. Liverpool away. West Ham at home. They do pick up very, very good results. And I just have a feeling that Newcastle will stay comfortably in mid-table. So that's why I'm going for 14th place, Newcastle United. 13th place, Crystal Palace. Yeah, I think Patrick Vieira is a very good appointment. Bit of an ambitious appointment, but I like what Palace are doing. Some really impressive signings, you have to say. Mark Guehi as well. Joachim Anderson as well. Some very, very good signings in there. And also Michael Olise from Reading as well. That's a really, really good signing. So Palace are actually going to look at youth this season. I like what they're doing, Palace. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be absolutely fine. I'm not buying into this rubbish about them being in a relegation battle. Roy Hodgson steadied the ship. They needed to go for a different direction, and I think Patrick Vieira is definitely that manager. So I think Palace will be okay. Also, not expecting to see Eze until probably January, I think. So that's a bit of a blow. But Benteke firing, Zaha firing, I think they'll be absolutely fine. So I'm going 13th place, Crystal Palace. 12th place, Aston Villa, following a place from last season. Yeah, well, this is a big if. If Jack Grealish does leave, then I would expect Villa to struggle. However, they have got Emi Buendia, which is a fantastic signing. Absolutely fantastic signing for Aston Villa. John Terry has left the club. It could be interesting to see where he ends up, because I think John Terry has been a good assistant to Dean Smith, you'd have to say. But it's going to be very interesting to see where they actually finish Villa. Obviously Jack Grealish does go. But I just feel Buendia, Watkins, sometimes it's Trezeguet, sometimes it's El Ghazi. I just feel that Villa will be too much for these teams. I think they'll be absolutely fine. And also, you've got a very good defence, and obviously Tyrone Mings and Ezri Konsa. You've got Emi Martinez, who's just won the Copa America with Argentina, of course. John McGinn, Douglas Luiz. They've got a really, really good squad. It is all about keeping Jack Grealish. If he goes, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be absolutely fine. I don't see them being relegated this season anytime whatsoever. So Aston Villa, I've got you in 12. 11th place, just missing out on the top 10. I've gone for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yeah. Let's be honest. Wolverhampton Wanderers, it's all change of Wolves. Bruno Laga has taken over from Nuno Espirito Santo. And you have to say that there is some good news coming out from Wolves. Pedro Neto is expected to be back either the second or third week of the season, which I think is absolutely magnificent news. Pedro Neto, really unlucky for him to miss out on the Euros. I think if he had been there, I think he might have improved Portugal slightly as well. We'll see how Raul Jimenez does this season as well. Jose Sa's coming from Porto as well to replace Rui Patricio, who's gone out to Roma as well. And I think that's a good signing. I think that is a very, very good signing for Wolves as well. But he does play a 4-4-2, Bruno Lagas, so that could be interesting to see how Wolves do, because Wolves are usually, five at the back or three at the back. But I think Wolves will be fine. I don't see any relegation trouble. I know there's a few Wolves fans saying that they're a bit worried. Not for me. I think they'll be absolutely fine. So for me, Wolves just missing out on the top 10. I've put them in 11th place. So that is the bottom 10 done. And now we go on to the top 10. And I'm going 10th, Leeds United. Yes, Leeds United had a very good season last season. To get from the Championship and into the Premier League was very, very good. 16 years away was far, far too long. And Leeds United played really, really well. I think they've strengthened very well again. Junior Firpo has signed from Barcelona. Jack Harrison is signed permanently from Manchester City. It's a very, very good squad that Marcelo Bielsa has actually got there. I've been very, very impressed with Leeds United. I think they're going to stay up. They are definitely going to stay up this season. I actually think they will finish top 10 again. They might struggle to try and get Europe, but for me, I think Marcelo Bielsa will know what he wants from his side. They have to improve a little bit defensively. I think that's a definite for sure. But if Patrick Bamford can get the goals, Rafinha is still at the club, Calvin Phillips is still at the club, Leeds have got a good season ahead. So for me, I'm going Leeds United 10th. 9th place, Everton. Everton, it's all change at Everton. Rafa Benitez is the new manager at Everton Football Club. What I will say is I think they have made some very, very sensible signings. Damari Gray from Bayer Leverkusen, Andros Townsend on a free from Crystal Palace, Asmir Begovic to come in as number 2 to Jordan Pickford, which means obviously Joe Virginia will probably go out on loan as well. Martin Olsen obviously went to Robin Olsen went to back to Roma as well. So I think Everton will be fine. Rafa Benitez is a good manager, and I feel that having him as a manager at Everton, I think they will definitely improve. Yes, he may not be the fans' choice. He's not the most popular choice because of obviously comments he said back in 2010, calling Everton a small club and all that. But what you can say, Benitez comes with a lot of experience, and I've just got a feeling he will do well. So Everton, I'm going to go for 9th place. We'll see what happens with obviously Richarlison. There's been a lot of rumours about Richarlison potentially leaving. A lot of rumours about James Rodriguez leaving. But for me, I just think Everton will be far, far too strong for other teams. So I'm going Everton to finish in 9th place. 8th place, I'm going for the Hammers, West Ham United. Yes, I have a feeling that they will fall a little bit this season. All because of the Europa League. However, I have not got one fear that they will drop out of the top 10. I do not have that fear whatsoever. Yes, they haven't made many signs. I mean, Alphonse Areola has signed on loan from PSG. Great signing. Absolutely great signing. One of Fulham's standout players last season. So if he can get the numbers that he did at Fulham, I think he will do well at West Ham. But West Ham have got a good squad. They've got a good manager. I think they'll be absolutely fine. Europa League, well done to them. Europa League group stage, whoever they get, good luck to them. And isn't it going to be nice to see the London Stadium under the lights of Europe? I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So West Ham, I do think they will fall a little bit, but for me, I think they're going to be in the top 10. So 8th place, West Ham. 7th place last season is Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, I've got a feeling that Tottenham will definitely struggle. Again, it's all about Harry Kane. Will Harry Kane stay at Tottenham Hotspur? Who knows? I think whoever is likely to spend 160 million to 200 million, I think you're absolutely bonkers, but Daniel Levy is not an easy man to deal with. Son has signed a new contract. That is huge. Absolutely huge for Tottenham to get him on a new contract. Toby Alderweireld has gone. They're now managed by Nuno Espirito Santo. Can he get the best out of Matt Doherty? That could be interesting. Joe Hart looks like he's on his way out to Celtic as well. So Tottenham have got Pierluigi Golini coming in on loan from Atalanta. They are in talks Christian Romero as well. But Nuno, could be an interesting season actually for Tottenham. Will they go far in the Europa Conference League? Who knows? But I've got a feeling that they will finish in 7th place this season, and I do think that they will be in that Conference League spot again. So I'm going for 7th place Tottenham. 6th place, to finish above their North London rivals, I am going Arsenal. Now, Arsenal have no excuses this season. They have to be a lot better. They've no Europe, so they can just focus on the league, they can focus on the League Cup, and they can focus on the FA Cup. Now, is Mikel Arteta that guy to get them in the top 4? No. I don't think Arsenal will get in the top 4. I think they will definitely try to challenge for the top 4. But they do need another striker, because there is talk that Lacazette's going to leave. They are in talks with Lautaro Martinez, which I think would be a good signing. Ben White has come in, Albert Loganga has come in, and also Nuno Tavares has come in as well. So, good signings for Arsenal, but as I've said, there's no excuses this season. They definitely need to get into Europe. Whether it be the Europa League, whether it be the Europa Conference League, they don't want to have a season like last season, where through the middle of December they were 15th and 4 points above the relegation zone. They do not want to do that. So I feel Arsenal will have a better season, and I feel that they will finish above Tottenham. I do feel that they will finish above Tottenham. So I'm going to go 6th place Arsenal. 5th place. This is going to be a bit of a controversial one. I'm going Chelsea. Yes. Now, let me give you my explanations for this. I feel if Chelsea don't strengthen in the striking department, I think they will struggle. We saw what Thomas Tuchel did last season. There were a couple of results. I think West Brom at home was 5-2. They lost to Arsenal at home. I mean, well, to be fair, they lost away and home to Arsenal. I don't think anyone expected that. They lost to Aston Villa. They have a knack of losing some very, very silly games. And I've got a feeling that if they bring that into their game, people will know how to play against Thomas Tuchel now. That 3-4-1-2 was very, very good. What they were doing, but for me, I just feel that Chelsea will be wanting to go well in the Champions League. They'll obviously be going well in the FA Cup. They'll be going well in the League Cup as well. It's all about the Premier League, but it's that striking role. If they don't strengthen in that striking role, I fear for them. I really do. I don't think they will do as well as last season. And they haven't signed anyone. They haven't signed anyone yet. So they've lost Giroud. They're potentially going to lose Batshuayi, and Tammy Abraham is going to be potentially leaving the club. So they definitely need a striker in that striking role. But for me, I've just got a feeling that they will just fall out of the top 4. And I'm going to say that Chelsea will be the surprise that misses out on the top 4. So 5th place, Chelsea. So that means we're into the top 4 now, and my 4th place team is Leicester City. I think Leicester are going to finally do it this season. Well, famous last words, but with signings like Patson Daka, with signings like Ryan Bertrand, with signings like Samari, I think they will be in the top 4. I really do. I do think they'll be in the top 4 this season. Obviously James Justin will be coming back at some point. They've got Ricardo Pereira as well. And it's all about keeping James Maddison. It's all about keeping Yuri Tillemans. Yes, they're in Europa League action, but even then, I feel the Leicester will be in the top 4 this season, and they'll be back in the Champions League where they belong as well. So 4th place, Leicester City. Yes, Foxes fans, I've finally got you in the top 4. 3rd place, I am going for the Red Devils, Manchester United. No fault of their own. Great signings in Jadon Sancho. Great signings in Rafa Varane. But this is the season Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to win a trophy. There is no excuse now. United have to win a trophy. Whether it be a League Cup, whether it be an FA Cup, they have to win a trophy. I don't think they're good enough to win the league yet. But if they get a CDM in, then that might change my mind. But at this moment in time, there are a couple of players there that probably should be out of the club. I'm not sure why they're giving long contracts to Juan Mata. Phil Jones, why is he still at the club? Juan Mata, why is he still at the club? It's these kind of decisions from the board. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's got a new contract. Deserves a new contract. The length of it is really strange. But Manchester United, you are doing very well in the transfer window. However, I do feel that you definitely need a trophy this season. You definitely do need a trophy. So, but signings like Jadon Sancho, signings like Rafa Varane are definitely going to improve Manchester United. No ends up as well. So, I'm going third place Manchester United. I do think they will go well in the Champions League. But yeah, I've just got a feeling that they will go and finish third. And yeah, we will see what happens. So that leaves the top two. So which positions have I got? Liverpool and Manchester City. Second place, Liverpool. Yes. As much as it pains me to say it, I really wanted to say Liverpool were going to win the league. But I just don't see it. I think we might finish second. I think having everyone back is going to be absolutely crucial. We're going to have to improve at home. I think the fans at Anfield is a big factor. I think Manchester United missed their fans at Old Trafford as well. So a lot of these teams missed their fans, and I think Liverpool were definitely one of those. But we definitely need to strengthen. Konate has come in. I think that's a great signing from Jurgen Klopp. As well. Champions League coming up as well. Liverpool have got a good start to the season. Norwich City, Burnley, Chelsea, Leeds United, and then I think it's Brentford after that. No, Palace and then Brentford, sorry, I should say. But there's no excuse. I think Salah will score goals, but Mane and Firmino have to do better. I felt that Salah was carrying Mane and Firmino last season. Goals from midfield have been a bit of a problem for Liverpool, and goals from set pieces as well. We were really the kinds of set pieces in the 1920 season when we won the league. So I'm hoping we can get better with that as well. So I'm going Liverpool second, which makes my champions for another season Manchester City. We have to be realistic. Manchester City have the best squad in the Premier League. They have a very good squad. Look. The amount of depth that they can bring off their bench is absolutely magnificent. If they get Jack Grealish, if they get a Harry Kane, then I can't really see anyone past City either. But Pep Guardiola is a fantasy football nightmare. One week he'll play Foden, 1 week he'll play De Bruyne, and then 1 week again he'll play like Bernardo Silva. Like that's what City is all good about. Is all about their rotation, and I think Manchester City will be the best team this season. Yes, they have a very hard start to the season with a trip to Tottenham. I think they've got something like Arsenal, Chelsea, Southampton, Leicester, Liverpool in the first 7 games or something. So that's going to be a hard start for City. But after that, they should cruise through. But pains me to say it, but you have to be realistic. Manchester City are the best team, and I fully expect them to win the league as well. Will Pep Guardiola want to win the Champions League as well? Will that have a detrimental effect on things? I don't know, but I just think Manchester City are the best team in the Premier League, and I'm going to say Manchester City will win the league. So that is it. That is my Premier League predictions 21-22 done and dusted. As I have said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. Your predicted table. Let me know who's going down. Let me know who's getting Europe, and let me know your top 4 as well. But thank you very, very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and we will see what happens ahead of the 21-22 season. Looking forward to it. Should be a cracking season. And we will see what happens with who wins the league, who gets relegated, and who gets Europe. a week on Friday. I can't wait for the new season, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Thank you for watching. Cheers. Bye.